Hello people, Shinigami here. I've always enjoyed making tier lists, just talk about topics, talk about what I like, what I don't like. And I've figured why not make a tier list of every Pokemon generation after finishing them. So I'll be ranking all Pokemons within that generation, so in this case the first generation, based on how cool I think they are, how likely I would be to include them in my party, even though we might not encounter all of them in my own journey. I might still feel good about certain Pokemons or negative about certain Pokemons despite, well, never catching them. So this is not going to rank powers, it's just going to rank how cool I think they are and how well designed I think they are. Evolutions will be ranked separately. We will not include future mechanics, of course. Sometimes I never encountered certain Pokemon. And I am using other people's tier lists for these, so if Pokemons are missing, my bad, you can always ask in the comments. This one specifically has been made by Wicked Lobster on Twitter. Huge shout out because this was a lot of effort to probably set up. So, S tier is a Pokemon I will basically auto-include if I ever revisit this generation. F is absolutely trash. C is like the middle. Below it are better, below it are worse. Starting off, we have Bulbasaur. Also, I will not know all the names. Sorry for that in advance as well. Pokemon is just not what I've grown up on as much as others. Starting off list, we have Bulbasaur. I think that's like a C. A lot of people like it. I've never been the biggest Bulbasaur fan, but I think it's fine. Like perfect average Pokemon. I don't hate him. I just prefer the other starters. Now, I think design-wise, the second evolution is quite cool, and I'm not too much of a fan of the third evolution. I think this, if this was like the Pokemon entirely, I don't know, I just like it a bit more. It's a good evolution. But then it just takes a step back in my humble opinion. Charmander is very, very nice. His evolution, the first one, is honestly just a better version of himself, but I like the cute-ish version of himself more. The Charizard, I mean, it's iconic. It's not even a personal favorite of mine or anything, but it's just very iconic, you know? It's just... yeah. If I were to ever replay, I would probably go for Charizard myself. If I ever visit Generation 1 again, it's just very iconic. Now we have Squirtle. I love Squirtle. I think it's a very cool base design. Wartortle... yeah, I just feel like it's a decent step up. It's a bit more badass, fair enough. Blastoise might be a bit controversial, placed a bit lower. I think that's just a boring design in my own opinion. This is all based on opinions. I just don't like it too much. Caterpie is an alright Pokemon design, just in general. Metapod. It's like, it's not flawed, it's not bad or anything, it's just meh. It's very mediocre. Whatever comes out of it, I forgot its name, Butterfree, I think. Right. It's like, okay. It's nothing special in my opinion. Beetle is a pretty cool Pokemon. Kakuna is, for like the laugh Pokemons, I guess. Pretty cool. And visually, I really like Beedrill. I think it's a cool Pokemon. It's a shame it's never been really viable, but it's pretty cool. Now we have Pidgey. I think Pidgey is a pretty cool bird Pokemon. Evolution, not too much of a fan. That Pokemon's evolution even less. Yeah, I like base versions of Pokemon often. Might be weird, I don't know. I just do. Rattata, it's very iconic. It's a cool Pokemon. It's just a rat, but I like it. I hate this Pokemon. Renegade, I really hate it. Sparrow and Pharaoh, I believe, right? Yeah. I prefer Pidgeotto in the base form, but this does look kind of badass, I'm not gonna lie. Pharaoh does look like a strong Pokemon, even though it's not. So first you have Atkins. It's very mediocre. This one is a pretty cool design, I gotta give it that. I never catched it, but it's pretty cool. Pikachu, while iconic, I mean, it's just a yellow rat. Chill. I choose a bit of an upgrade. I think it's pretty decent. Sandshrew, sorry, it just does not appeal to me. Sandslash, however, very cool design. Visually, I really like it. That is a bit of a spoiler for future generation, I guess. I really love what they did with the ice version. I think that's an S tier. But that's for a future generation. Honestly, you can never tell really the difference between all of these. I think they're just... like the middle versions are usually okay. The big versions are kind of cool. I think the perk version is a bit better. honestly look very same to me. I actually prefer the blue version for like the final evolution. Wait, are these not the same? They look the same to me. Regardless, I'm not a fan of these. Clefairy and Evolution. I don't know, maybe one of them is Clefairy, I don't know. To me, they're the same Pokemon. Might be probably wrong there. Just goes to show that I'm not too experienced in this series yet. Vulpix is cute-ish, I don't mind it. Ninetales, however, is a very badass design. It's a shame it's a non-competitively viable Pokemon, because I do really appreciate its visual design. I catch the I caught it in Soul Silver, maybe a spoiler if you haven't watched it yet, but yeah. Got a Ninetales, it's simply not that strong, but I'm not gonna punish it for that here. Jigglypuff, very iconic, I can't really hate it, although I'm not a fan. Wigglytuff, however, I think it's a step down in design. Zubat, it's a bit lazy, but it works. Golbat's a bit of a cooler upgrade. Oddish, Major, just literally a walking weed. Gloom, whatever it's called. Gayish. This is an upgrade. You know, just like a lobster looking thing with mushrooms, kind of cool evolution, just like a bigger version of it. Meh. Not too salt. Venoret or something. It looks okay. This is an evolution from it. Yeah, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. Diglett, just very iconic. I love it, can't hate it. And Duck Trio is just three of them things. I like it a lot, personally, visually. Yeah, it's a very simple concept, but it just works. And the upgrade is just an upgrade. Apparently, but yeah, it's cool. Psyduck, shamefully never that strong, but I do like its visual design. Its evolution is very badass. I do like how it looks. I don't think it's competitive. If I were wrong, that would be awesome, but I don't think it's great, competitively speaking. But once again, we're not punishing that here. Mankey is literally just a monkey. I don't care for it, honestly. Same for Primeape. I just don't care for these. Arcanine, kind of like just a cool fire dog. I mean, can't go wrong there. Evolution looks less great, in my opinion. A bit less great. Poliwhirl and its evolutions, they all look like middle of the pack. I have nothing special to say about them. Abra, by its own, is kind of cool. Then you have the single spoon evolution, which is like a bit cooler. The double spoon guy, Alakazam. Wait, so it's Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam, if I'm not mistaken. And then just get cooler along the evolutions. Shamefully can only get this by trading, but yeah, it's just a staple psychic. I don't hate him at all. Machop, very iconic, very decent. Evolution, bit cooler once again. And then the final evolution is actually really cool. This is just to each their own. I don't like this entire evolution chain, honestly. Never will catch them. Tentacle, meh, mediocre. Evolution, kind of coolish. Geodude, I mean, it's a rock with arms. It's basic, but it works. In general, a fan, kind of cool. It's like meh. Not impressive. Ponyta, it's Pony that's on fire. It looks majestic though. I like it. Rapidash looks even better. Slowpoke, brilliant Pokemon. I prefer the base evolution, but they're virtually the same with just something attached. I mean, come on. Magneton, very lame design if you ask me. Magnetrio is the same. They're just very basic. They're just like magnets. Okay, cool. Farfetch'd, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Doduo. Yeah, they're funny. They're iconic. Like a high C. Trio looks kind of badass. Seal, I mean, it's literally just a seal. That's actually kind of lazy. The evolution at least looks kind of cool. Mug's literally a puddle of mud with eyes. Same for its pre-evolution. I forgot its name, but yeah, this lazy design cell. Cloister and whatever. I don't know the names exactly. I believe this is Cloister. I forgot this name. Sheldon or something. I can't hate on it. It's a basic design. It works. Cloister's very iconic. It's okay. Pierre Gasly. Well, Ghastly, I guess. Best Formula 1 joke, sorry I had to. Um, Ghastly by itself is like middle B. Gengar to me is S tier, which... Sorry, that's Haunter actually. Haunter to me is S tier, I just really like its design. It's simplistic, yeah, it's cool. And then you have the final evolution, I think that's like a low E. I don't like it. I think it's a huge downgrade from Haunter. Like, you expect it to get more cool, more spooky, more badass, and it's just this walking ghost-like thing. I'm not a fan. I prefer Haunter way more. I even prefer Ghastly. Just think, like, you have a cool ghost, evolves to the cooler ghost into whatever this is. If it was for this poor evolution, I would probably... If the pre-evolutions weren't cooler, I would rank them it's a bit higher. But by being such a downgrade, I think it deserves to be placed low. Oddish, I mean, is just a bit of stones with some eyes. It just works. It's very iconic. I don't know, never been a fan of these. Krabby, I mean, it's literally a crab. It's decent, though. Now we have these boys. They're also F tier, in my opinion. They're just very lazy design. They're basically mimics, but like, come on, dude. Really? Pokeball with eyes. Same can be said for just a bunch of eggs. Are you kidding me? This evolution is kind of cool. Forgot these two names. Cubone and... Can't name it. It's a pretty cool Pokemon though. They're both very cool. We give it to them. They're cool Pokemon, although I don't know the name. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I very much like Hitmonlee's visual design. Hitmonchan is more like a mid B, still pretty cool. Not as cool as Hitmonlee though. Personal opinion. Lickitung, decent design, not a fan. Weezing, yeah, it's just another boring design. I don't like it. Now for this thing it's pretty decent. Evolution is pretty cool. Got the name. Chansey, I mean, it's an iconic, pretty cool Pokemon. Tangela, which is just a walking bush, like, I'm not gonna rank this highly. Kangaskhan or something, right? I forgot his exact name. Pretty cool Pokemon though. Looks like an evolution of one of those two, not gonna lie. Horsey and Kingdra. Horsey's like a middle C, Kingdra is like B. Two generic ass fish, I don't like them, I don't even know the name for a reason. Starmie and Staryu, I believe. They're pretty okay, they're decent designs. Mr. Mime, very interesting design actually. I don't dislike it at all. I think it's pretty cool. Scyther and a lot of those peak Generation 1 designs. Of course, this is highly subjective, but I just really like how it looks. I think it stands out very well. The shape it wasn't that great, I believe. Well, it was pretty good, but didn't really have... despite being flying, it could learn fly, for example, and you had to have fly in this generation, or well, in the older generation in general. Wait, what? Wait, this was Mr. Mime, yeah, we already had the Jinx. Jinx is like... No, it always felt weird to me. Never really liked it. Electabuzz is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Can't hate it. Can't hate it. I'd say about here. It's fair. Forgot its name, but it's pretty cool. Once again, another case of oops, forgotten name, but it's actually a really cool insect. Tauros, it's just really it's a bull. Calm down. It's like not cool. Magikarp, highly memeable, highly iconic. Gyarados looks pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie, actually. Lapras, very cool Pokemon, I like it a lot. Ditto, was it a Generation 1 already? Wow, I didn't see it, I think. It's a cute concept, I don't hate on it. Eevees, just in general, peak Pokemon design. Except for you, you're kind of underwhelming. Sorry, Flareon. I don't know, I'm just a fan of the Eevees. I like them. I like the evolutions, I like the base Eevee. I like both of these. I think they're just very solid Pokemon. Porygon, I don't know what they were doing here. I don't like it. Just a generic snail. Kabuto, I believe it's called. Eh. The Fan, the evolution ever looks fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie, this looks really cool. Could be tops, I believe. Aerodactyl is also like a pretty high ranking A for me. It's a cool design. Snorlax. Very iconic. Can't hate on it. Articuno. Icebird, meh. Zapdos, however, looks badass as hell. Flamebird, I even forgot the fucking name. It's okay. Dratini, pretty okay, pretty cool. Its evolution, also pretty cool. Dragonite, it just looks lazy. I don't like its design at all. Doesn't look like an upgrade from this at all. It doesn't even look similar. I dislike it. Mewtwo, pretty iconic, pretty cool legendary. Got a place like a high B. And Mew is a bit less cool, but still cool. This is my ranking of all Generation 1 Pokemon. I really should have got Ghastly in retrospect, but at least compensated that in Soul Silver. I think this is a fair judgment. If you disagree, that's up to you. Generally though, small D and below tier relatively. C tier is pretty full, B is pretty full, A has a decent amount, and S is 5 different Pokemon. So all in all, I'd say decent generation. Kudos to them for, well, creating such a bunch of awesome Pokemon. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace. Have a nice day.